Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, home to the Toledo Rockets. A great crowd getting revved up and anxious for kickoff in this one. Today, a battle in the Buckeye State, and battle lines will be drawn from Cleveland to Cincinnati. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rockets will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Cincinnati's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL.
Breaks into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to sneak it. And the Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Jones to throw. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, 1st drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Toledo's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Valentine. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hard running there. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route. Oh, the sweet feet. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Breaks the tackle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Simmons. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a foot guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They'll give it to the back, fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Rockets moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. To the air, it's Barber. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough, and then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Slips away. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. He leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
To attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Dropping back, it's Barber. Fire to the right, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Rockets are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got him. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to UNLV. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jones to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Rockets will call on their punt team. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And a genuinely fun first half to break down, led by, I can't believe I'm saying this, that special teams unit. It's one of the most well-coached groups we've seen this season. They stay in their lanes, literally and figuratively, and right now they are complementing the offense and defense perfectly. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And some room to work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Jones to throw. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too a terrific matchup in this one. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bearcats' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rockets' offense takes the field for the first time today. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They go to the draw. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. There he goes. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. To the ground with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Smashes through the tackle. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Jones to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Rockets headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. With the catch, it's Lang. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Rockets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for room. It's Valentine. Can't get him to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Valentine. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. It's caught. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jennings. Made a defender miss. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll do it himself. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Makes the grab. It's Lang.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Jones wants to throw it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Rockets offense is back on the field. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Rockets want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Makes the catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Rockets with the 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Breaks free in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Gets it out fast. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Hunt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a up of 2. And the Rockets want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Barber. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try to pop the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it from the gun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Makes a man miss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Barber. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Rockets send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. Hurry to the line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? Spirited environment there in Toledo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
The Rockets will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Hand off from the shotgun.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Breaks into the open.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, it's Valentine. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Rockets will hustle to the line. From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's a 0. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Rockets will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Jones wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Got the quick completion. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rockets will punt this one away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jennings. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Wiggles free. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Barber. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the lone running back. Turning it on! Good, solid tackle. You make up the game plan. Not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go right back to the run. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Using the quick game. The Rockets in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the Rockets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Jones wants to throw it. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips a tap. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Barber. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Caught over the middle. It's Lang. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Back to throw, it's Barber. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They boot it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by just 1 over North Carolina. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Jones to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Jennings. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer, if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, David.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. Today, a battle in the Buckeye State, and battle lines will be drawn from Cleveland to Cincinnati. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Power football with the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Pocket breaking down. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense will take the field for the first time. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give is to Taylor. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Runs through the tackle. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Caught behind the line. It's Sherman. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Pugh. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. It's complete on the right side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ohio!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. He's got it again. Slithers into space. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Hout. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Vanderbilt has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection.
Oh, better look out! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offsides.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before.
Unleashes one deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets away. Shakes off the defender. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Valentine. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes a man miss. Plows through the defense. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Using his legs, it's Valentine. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll return it. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Now the play fake. Unleashes it on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Looking to throw, it's Hout. Gets open down the middle. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Nice move there. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They'll throw on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hernandez. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly on the move. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Got it in the middle, it's Pugh. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Bully ball on third and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Back to pass, it's Hout. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. With the catch, it's Jackson. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Bought a little time, lets it go. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping he'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They take the lead with the 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you, and you can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 27 over Southern Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Houck. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Oh, this is a bad shank. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab deep. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. It'll be a draw. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wants to throw. It's Hout. Rushes on him. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Escapes trouble. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back to pass. It's Hout. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And on 2nd down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. They're now up by a touchdown at 20-13.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Spins away from one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try it over the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That's reeled in. It's Pugh. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sherman. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To throw, it's Houck. Bringing the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys delivered.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here, football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will kick it away first. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Bearcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Jones wants to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run, and instead they throw the football, they catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Adams. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Newell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Zips didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Adams. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man down the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Gets away from 1. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Valentine. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jones to throw. Got a man. It's Jennings. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. 3rd down play from the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jennings. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Fights off a defender. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. Tries to get it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Walker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. To the air, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Zips had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. He'll keep it himself. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Jennings. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jones to throw. Got a man in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The short hands, it's Jennings. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To the air on 2nd down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Bearcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They'll go back to the ground. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent up on that play. He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Zips, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Under fire. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. On the run, it's Clay. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bearcats!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connor in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
Sweet cut there.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Walker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Jones to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. He's loose. Touchdown, Cincinnati! He got a step and just dusted the field. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Hills. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Zips will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. He'll take the deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. He'll go to the sneak. Gets it past the marker. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. Just dismissing tackles. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pulls it in, it's Walker.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time. Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati and one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. And this is the kind of game college football fans love because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Missouri State Bears taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense takes the field for the first time. Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Missouri State Bears taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bears will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Reese. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete to the left.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
To the ground with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Bearcats are flying down the field. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bearcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. The short hands, it's Boyd. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Lowers those pads. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Bearcats look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Off the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Bringing the heat. Connection to the guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. Jones wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bearcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Plows through the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. The quick out. Oh, what a cut! Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Jennings. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati, and one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Missouri State Bears taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Missouri State's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They go to the ground. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Tight end finds a soft spot. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success. But play within yourself. Make those plays. Don't make the big mistakes.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Big scrub! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Valentine. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Got him downfield. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Got the quick pass. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So here comes the Bear offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Firing to the right, complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Reese. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. And the Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Sweet cut there. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Missouri State. He would not be denied.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they... He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Wants to throw on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. A strike downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Finds his tight end. It's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. What a cut. Now he's loose. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
The Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Quarterback on the keeper, fighting off the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff to the single back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The defense putting points on the board.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, 14 to 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finds his man. It's Jennings. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Handoff to the single running back. Quick spin on the line. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it inside the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And the Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll go to the ground. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The run to the right. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Trying play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Oh, they're after him. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll leave it with him. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Missouri State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond sticks. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now